howdy, hi, welcome, come on in, and enjoy your stay. Let me know if you need me to grab you a water, so then I can not give you water. So then you can just be thirsty. Howdy, welcome. Let me know if the music's too loud. I feel like the BGM is always way too quiet, like it's basically unhearable. Like it might as well not exist, and then I'll be like, oh wait, let me pause my music for a second. And then it's like, bitch, what music? So I don't know. You all gotta let me know if it's too loud, or if it's too quiet, or if you don't care. Joke's on you, I have Kool-Aid. Well, I guess I'll just leave. Maple Coke, huh? Man, do any of you have just water? You gotta drink that. Gotta stay hydrated. No, please, I just got here. Fun fact, I was listening to classic rock while I was getting ready. I was listening to like Metallica and Pink Floyd, and then shifting over to my Animal Crossing inspired Schlatt X Ludwig royalty-free music. It's just kind of a tonal whiplash for me, personally. So, and that's the most interesting thing that happened to me today. Oh, that and that my friend at work, Lava Girl, she was like, Twins, do you want to get drinks after work today? And I was like, it's Tuesday. And she's like, yeah, it's the best day to do it. And I was like, I'm gonna pass on this early in the week. And those were the most exciting things about my day. I didn't think about anything interesting to do at stream. I spent all day trying to rack my brain. I was like, what can we do? What can we do on stream? And I have one idea, but I don't know if it's even any good. So you guys are gonna have to tell me. How does this sound? Something that sounds fun to me is, so Pokemon's got a lot of regions, you know? A lot of different locations. And a lot of them are based off of different real world, like countries and stuff. Galar is Britain. Most of them are Japan. Unova is America in air quotes. It's like technically America. But there are also a lot of characters, and I thought it would be neato to like figure out where everyone's from, you know? Cause like some of them are really easy, like Lieutenant Surge used to be called the Lightning American before we decided this was a fantasy world. What's wrong with America? America's swell. It's just that the Pokemon America region is not really America. It's got like one big city and they're like, it's New York, and it's like, you have fucking pyramids in the America region. So it's like cool, but but whatever. But, so yeah, Surge used to be called the Lightning American. He is now just called the Lightning Lieutenant. But it's not a hard leap to decide that means he's from Unova. Because Unova is the America-coded region. It's trying to be. Or, for example, Phoebe in Hoenn, she's one of the Elite Four members. She's got, like, a very Hawaiian sort of design to her outfit. And so it's like, well, maybe Phoebe's from Alola. And maybe, you know, like, maybe just her family's from there. Like, she could have been born in Hoenn or whatever. But that sounds really fun. Okay. Great. I will do that. I have to get ready for that to a degree. Like, I gotta get some stuff going in Clip Studio Paint. But maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Could he not be from Alola? He has a gym thing. I don't know who you're talking about. Dill Pickle. You're gonna have to specify who is he, and also they all have a gym thing. Like, I would be doing gym leaders. America, aka just the Midwest, and a Bass Pro Shop pyramid. America's also really just, it's a really big country. I think they could easily do, like another America-inspired, region, which on a technicality we do have two, because yeah, they've got a Lola, which is America as well. But Hawaii, because it's Hawaii, that's why. But Hawaii has so much of its own unique culture, that it's like, you know, obviously it's still technically America, but, you know, stateside America feels a lot different from Hawaii, and so, you know, it would just be nice to get another one that maybe actually represents the fact that America's got a whole lot of corn. We can grow corn everywhere. We shouldn't be able to, but we do. We got corn and mountains and lots of other stuff. How's Doug? He's doing great. He ate a bird yesterday, so he's got plenty of energy. Think people look down on America for not traveling outside of America, but forget America has kind of got it all. Yeah, that is a thing. And I know Britons love to think, and Europeans in general, it seems, love to think that Americans are really putting it on when we talk about how large America is. Which is funny, because they don't do that with Canada. Which, Canada's also massive. But, yeah. It's really large. And that's why, like, it's just real fucking wide. And it's got a lot of different, like, climates within itself. So, Canada is bigger than the US, yeah. They're, you know, they do share a whole border. like a whole big ass border. I'm not saying America's bigger than Canada, but I'm saying that it's weird that Europeans think Americans are just lying about how big our country is. But yeah, a lot of Americans don't tend to leave their state. One, because we are an overworked society, where we are treated as nothing more than cogs and wheels. But let's not get into a political kind of conversation. But also, a lot of the states are very, very big. Like it takes hours for me to leave my state, and I'm not even one of the bigger states, you know? And so it's like, like imagine driving all the way across Texas. That is a full day. That is multiple days to just go across Texas. And so, yeah, a lot of people don't leave their state. So, and I think it's a bummer. It's because we also aren't given, like, holidays, you know? Like, in Europe, they get 2 whole months, like, every year to just fuck around and have fun. Americans aren't given that. So, you know, there's a lot of reasons. There's a lot of reasons why Americans don't travel very often. And most of them are not by choice. Yeah, I do think it is quite funny seeing TikToks and stuff of people, of Europeans learning how big America is. Like, there was one I saw of a gal, and it was like a German family, looking to rent a car, and that's where she got her story from. Like, she worked at the car rental, and she was like, "Where are you guys going?" And they were like, "Oh, first we want to see the Statue of Liberty, and then we want to go to Disneyland, and then we want to see the Grand Canyon." And it's like, okay, so that will be more than one day. Are you taking a plane? And they had to learn that they could not just drive across all of America in a day. So, I'm sorry, Europeans. I'm sorry that's a pain in the ass if you want to visit America. I need water, hang on. We do have bad public transportation. It's a right shame. Also, Europeans consider driving over an hour an impossible journey. Yeah! And like, it's like, yeah. my parents, it was an over 1 hour commute for them to always get to work every day. Every day. Over an hour of driving. And is that a problem with America? Yes. Yes. We are overly car dependent because, again, it comes back to the we're treated like cogs. Our time is not considered important to us. But again, we can't get into all that. I ain't never been a political channel and I'm never gonna start being one. I'll just sometimes give my little 2 cents about things and then we move on to something funnier and stupider. Difference between America and Britain is Britain thinks 50 miles is far and Americans think 50 years is old. 50 miles is far. 50 years is old. Fossil fuel makes them billionaires on billions. Yeah, it's true. It is true. Oh my gosh, guys, this is exciting. Hang on. we're taking that stupid turn into something more fun to talk about. Okay, for a while now, I've been keeping my eyes open for a Kuwabara figure. Kuwabara is from Yu Yu Hakusho. And we saw an unpainted version a little bit ago, at the same time that they announced the Kaiji Nendoroid. Like they were both featured at the same event. And as you guys know, because I have regaled you, the Kaiji Nendoroid became available a month or so ago, and that's exciting. And so I was like, surely it's only a amount of time, like, until the Kuwabara figure becomes available. And today I check the website I frequent to see what the new figures coming out are, and he has appeared. Kuwabara joins the fray, and so I'm like, I want it, and so I think I'm going to purchase it. Even though I was like, man, I could really use some new, like, you know, new pants, new pillows. I guess I'll just have to wait. Twiins gives 2 cents, but we always owe her change. That is not how you spell Kuwabara. That is a great try, Gemini. But nah. No Lasagna Miku. Have you guys fucking seen that shit? Have you seen the U2's figure of Hatsune Miku? And she's dressed up like Garfield? And everyone, I'm just like, but why? But I don't understand. Yeah, it's crazy. I just don't get it. Who needs pillows when you can get a figure? Exactly. Here, I'll look up Kuwabara. We can gaze upon him together. Assuming my internet loads swiftly. There he is. Let's get a good picture of the boy, of the lad. Okay, great. And now, time to, ooh, hang on, I gotta save him. I can't just copy and paste him. I was like, how do I paste into OBS? Kuwabara. Okay, great. And now we'll just open this up and you all get to look at Kuwabara. Yay, you all should be so happy. Figure. Fuck my dick. Just didn't load him right. It's fine. I hit space too fast. that was my problem. Where'd it go? There he is. Okay. I had to scroll through my stupid files. Wow, Kuwabara. It's not raining yet, but it will be. Wow, what a cool guy. Neato. Neato bandito. We'll make him a poster and put him over there. Boink. Great. Doug, you gotta scoot over so we can see Kuwabara better. Boink. Hooray. Oh, it's that guy. Yeah, him. Voiced by, Vegeta. Twiins needs more screen space. I really do. If only so much of it wasn't being taken up by you, Doug. Yeah, it's Chris Sabat, but I figured you all would know him better if I announced him as Vegeta. So yeah, that's Kuwabara. Thinking about purchasing him. I think I'm going to do it. I like Kuwabara because the outfit is cool, and he's got a cool beam sword, and the coolest part about his outfit is the fact that his chest is exposed. I have multiple figures, and all the male figures I have, their titties are out, which was not banish human duck. You banished. I don't need you. Get out of here. He's gone. He's away. I've got so much room for activities now. Look at, wow. How much does he cost? It was $100 something. $100 and some. Yeah, so 22,000 yen. So a little less than 150. So I'm gonna say that's pretty dang affordable. I can afford Kuwabara. He won't show up until next year, though. Oh, Human Duck has been resummoned. Okay, welcome back. Gemini only has my streams open so he can summon Doug. Can you mark me for Garfiku? How much was the Miku, the Garfield Miku, though? That's like a tiny, ugly figure, though. Like, who's willing to spend more than $3 on that? U2s in general, I think they're kind of meh looking, and it's a bummeroni. $30! Ew. Like, U2s in general, I respect them for being a way for, like, YouTubers to, you know, get to have a figure and sell that as merch, and for it to not be a heinous looking Funko Pop. But I just don't think they look very good. Personally. They are ugly, but oh well. It is what it is. I guess Nendoroids kinda cornered the market in terms of cuteness. So, Nendoroid's the only chibi figure I respect. I suppose I've seen others, you know, that are like fine. Nendoroids are honestly, so I've got the one coming in of Kaiji, and I'm excited because I don't have any Nendoroids, and I gotta say I don't really get the hype. Maybe once I obtain my howdy, welcome. Maybe once I obtain my first one, I'll be like, oh, I understand. But as it is, I think Nendoroids are kind of like it's a lot of money for what they are, which is just a kind of posable little figure. But yeah, I've not interacted with one personally IRL, so you know, maybe all I need to do is get one in my hands. I like things like what are they fucking called? Amiibo. I like Amiibo plenty, so I'm not opposed to small figures. And I think the thing is really with Nendoroids is, so they are posable, but I'm not really one to reposition my like figures and stuff. Like, I'm not interested in Figmas for that same reason. I don't want an action figure that I can pose. I want a nice little statue that I get to go, ooh, wow, so pretty. You know, I'm not gonna be rearranging their arms and stuff very often, I don't think. So that's why it kinda, I don't know, my biggest, like, because that's sort of the whole selling point with Nendoroids, is that you can pose them, and and I just don't want to pose them. Got a Nano figurine from Japan. I tried getting some Miku figures, but alas, I fucked up and didn't get them. Oh dang. That would be Superfly, because it's a real killer. That's the thing. So, shipping is a huge part of collecting figures, because you're shipping from Japan, and it's overseas, and it's a huge deal, honestly. It increases the cost exponentially. So, how do you feel about acrylic stands? I love acrylic stands. The same issue often applies to them. And so that would be Superfly. If I got to visit Japan, I'd be like, I need to buy a figure because I wouldn't have to pay for shipping. But yeah, I like acrylic stands a lot for things that won't otherwise get a real figure. For example, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 13 acrylic figures, acrylic stands of VTubers. And I've got more coming in the mail right now. So my chair is so clicky and it annoys me so much. Can you hear that? And so I think they're really swell for things that aren't going to get figures, or that, you know, I have no reason to assume will get a figure. I would love to sell them. I think it would be Superfly to have a Twiins acrylic stand, and acrylic stands of like As the Sky Falls characters or Grim Magic characters. So for like independent things like VTubers or webcomics and such, I think they're Superfly. They're just fun little artworks that you know, you can put on your shelves and stuff. They hang out in front of your mangas. So yeah, I think they're really cool, but I don't want one if it's for something that is going to get a figure anyway. For example, I'm not gonna get like a Demon Slayer acrylic stand because I would rather have a Demon Slayer figure. But they are often affordable. They are much cheaper. You know, you're not spending $150 on an acrylic stand unless you're buying a bulk pack, I can assume. But that is a huge issue, again, with the shipping, is that it's like, so an acrylic stand will be like $15 or something like that, and then shipping will double the cost. And it's like, I didn't really want to spend $30 on this. So that's my hot takes about acrylic stands. I think they're swell. I think they're real flippin' neato. If I went to Japan, I would try to take home a suitcase full of Gundam model kits. But wife would stop me for sure. I feel like you gotta put those together, right? I feel like I'd be too nervous and, like, not have the patience to do, like, Gunpla. I think they are impressive, but not only am I not huge on, like, mech anyway, like, mecha things, but I don't trust myself with, like, little tweezers and shit to put that kind of thing together. Like, I've never been able to work small like that. Everything's gotta be big. I just can't get those little details. It's the same reason why I'll never be able to make miniatures. You know, I love watching videos. I've got my one guy, Thaslo Hobbier. He makes minis and dioramas of, thank you! Wow! Striker Live Gaming, I appreciate you. I hope you enjoy my stupid discussion about miniatures and dioramas. But, I got the one guy I watch, Thaslo Hobbier, and he makes minis of, like, deep sea horrors, and I love that. But I'll watch his videos of making his, like dioramas and things, and he's, like, putting in individual leaves onto trees, and I'm like, I can't do that. I could not, and so I just don't work small like that. And so Gunpla definitely wouldn't be for me. I only have 2 figures because I'm not a collector of things. After I get more than 2 of anything, I just don't care anymore. Anime figures are one of the things that, so I've always liked them a whole lot. And then once I finally got my first one, it was like doing cocaine. I was like, I love this. Because they're just art. That's what they really are. I love figures because it's artwork. It's just 3D art, and it's so cool. I love being able to see them, and it's something I can't make. Even if I had a 3D printer, even if it's like, I just don't think this way. And so, howdy, welcome. And so, yeah, I love figures because they're just art to me. And I'm thinking, oh my, oh, I gotta make the howdy louder. That's a good reminder. I gotta make the howdy louder, cause it does have an audio cue of howdy. But oh, I'm thinking about something I'd like to do. I'd have to get a turntable for this. But I want to do a figure or a video about all my figures, kind of my little collection. I think that'd be neato. I would exclude the acrylic stands. I don't think, they're anything worth really going on about. But I definitely would not mind an excuse for me to film my pretty 3D art collection and talk about the things I like and the things I don't like, and this, that, and the other thing. Twiins makes a statue with her on a throne with Doc and Ram on the side, but they're in bunny outfits. Fun fact, I've made a third bunny outfit for a character who you all don't know yet. They will be appearing in the next chapter. And I've got a handful of fellas. I think there's like 5 or 6 or so off the top of my head, that I'm drawing a bunny suit version of all of them. All the guys in As the Sky Falls. So get excited for that whenever chapter 3 finally fucking drops. And yeah, and then once I do all of them, I'm gonna redo Ram, because I did Ram first. And because of that, his is just the worst. It's not that good. and I've talked about this. I was talking to Allison about this yesterday. So there's one girl in As the Sky Falls. And don't expect more main girls to show up. Technically, there's the receptionist Angie, but she's just like, kind of just, she's a small character. But we got one main character girl, that's Ruth. You all know Ruth. She was in chapter 2 and everything. And I was talking with Allison, and Allison was like, what, would you ever do a bunny suit for Ruth? And, cause she was like, it would be funny if for just her, she was wearing like a bunny suit, like a mascot suit. like a big, clumpy, like mascot suit with a mask and everything. And I was like, I'll let you all know, if I ever do a Ruth bunny suit picture, what it will be is it's gonna be Ruth yelling at camera, like clearly upset. And surrounding her is gonna be Billy and Thaddeus, and they're gonna be holding up like signs hiding her, being like, no access allowed. So even if I do a bunny suit of the one girl, you still don't get the girl in a bunny suit. And the only real question is if I put Billy and Thaddeus into the bunny suits. Or do I have them just in their normal garb? That's the big question. Oh my gosh, Allison's here. She didn't even tell me that she was coming home. So that's the story of Twiins drawing bunny suits. Heresy? You have plenty of bunny suits. Honestly, genuinely, what made me think about it, there's a company called Freeing. If you've seen any anime figure of a girl in a bunny suit, it is almost definitely done by Freeing. They only do girls, seemingly. And there are girl bunny suit figures are a dime a dozen. They're overpriced because they're also usually really large. But like, there's a million of them. There's so damn many of them. And I was like, what There should be more men in bunny suits. I can do that. And that's what really sparked all that. Was me just going, there should be more men in these outfits. I'm gonna be the change I want to see in the world. Because that's the thing. One of my figures, hello, welcome. We're talking about bunny suits and figures and boys. One of my figures, it is rainy. Where can I read your stuff? I don't pay attention. It's on Pixiv. I'll grab a link for you. Sagas. I'll grab a link for you, and you can read all my comics. But yeah, one of my figures, the second one I purchased, it's the boy, I think his name is Riku, I don't know. It's technically a bunny, like figure, but he's not wearing like a bunny suit. He's wearing just like a suit, but he's got like bunny ears, and he's got a tail, which I didn't realize until recently, because I'll be honest, his shirt's open, so there's no reason for me to turn him around to see the tail in the back. There you go. That's my Pixiv. That's where you can read all my comics. I've got a Magical Girl adventure, and also As the Sky Falls, which is the one with all the hot boys. As the Sky Falls is like a sci-fi drama, I guess is how I'll describe it. Here's when you find out all the bodies of the bunny suits are the same and only the heads change. There's actually a lot of differentiation, because I watched one guy talk about figures, and he'll like go through the monthly like things like what can you purchase, like what came out this month, and they're nice long videos, so I can have them on in the background while I do my art. But you know, I'll look up every now and then, you know, take a gander at what's on the screen, and it's through him that I know that there are so many bunny suit figures, and they are very willing to be faithful to the actual body types of the girls across the animes and games that they do these figures for. So there is actually variety. So I'll give them that. Way to go. Because honestly, if it was just like a bunch of like triple D titties, but just the head changed, I'd be like, this is even worse. But I gotta give it to them. Like, they're overpriced, but they're not doing bad work. There is a different company who has started to do more like kind of NSFW adjacent figures, but I can't remember what they're called. So I can't help all you. I'm sure you can find it. I'm sure you can, if you're really itching for an anime girl on your shelf, then you have to hide when your parents walk in. I'm sure you can find it. Twiins, his shirt is open, so there's no reason for me to look anywhere else. Genuinely, though, it's why I chose him. I would only buy a bunny suit figure if it was a guy. See, I agree. I fully agree, but I just don't think any exist out there. Maybe they do. I'll admit that I haven't done a ton of research into it. That's why Human Doug looks like that. Yes! Cause I like boy titty. So it's also why in As the Sky Falls, Ram's shirt, it is trying to become more undone every time I draw him. Well, Allison showed up, so I guess I should wrap up stream. Tomorrow we can do the figuring out where everyone's from in Pokemon stream. I hope that's fun. I hope that's interesting. When will we see Ram Titty? In the future, I have no... Oh, get out of here, Plant Doug. You're covering up Kuwabara. Get out of here, you've been banished. Yeah, it's not like I've got Ram takes his shirt off. Actually, do you know where you can see Ram Titty? On my Twitter. Oh, Plant Dog is back. Yeah, you can go to my Twitter. I've got some bonus illustrations of mostly Ram. And in at least one of them, his shirt is open. So there you go. Yeah, you have to follow me on Twitter. And that's where you find all the smut. Are you a Yu Yu Hakusho enjoyer? So I like Yu Yu Hakusho despite I don't really know it. I watched a handful of episodes when I was younger. I know that Kuwabara is the best. He's got a kitten and a girlfriend. He's a good guy. But I appreciate Yu Yu Hakusho, but I have not watched enough of it to have a real hard opinion. I know Kuwabara and Urameshi, and I know the other two, what they look like, but I couldn't tell you their names. There's small angry Vegeta and the pretty one. But yeah, I like what I've seen with Yu Yu Hakusho, but I just haven't actually watched it or read it. So I'm gonna say yes with an asterisk. Twiins seems like the person that would like to make smut of men but doesn't because it doesn't sell well. No, I don't care about things selling well. You think I care about things selling well? I made a video about Splatoon 4. Now, in the year of our Lord and Savior, 2024. But, NSFW art is hard. It's hard because you have to actually know what you're doing when it comes to anatomy. You can't hide all the seams, all the joints. You can't hide that under clothes if you're making NSFW artwork. However, I will say I have considered making, it wouldn't be explicit, but artwork that wanders in the not safe for work range in regards to As the Sky Falls. And we're wandering pretty close already with my bunny suit collection that I've got for the boys. He has a kitten and a girlfriend, and that girlfriend is me. So, yeah, I obviously don't care about things not selling well. My whole channel on YouTube has always been, I'm always late to the party. Yeah, I don't review anything on time. I insist on finishing things before I review them. I don't make crummy react content. I've selling well could not care less to me. Don't like the idea of making any of my characters sexy, but I like them having the option. So I respect that. I went into As the Sky Falls being like, I want a hot Doctor Man. I want a hot Mafia Man. I want a and they're doing things, but it is an excuse for me to draw hot boys. My audio looks like it's still here. Can anyone else hear me? Or is it just one taker who has lost us? Yes. Yes, it's just one taker. I heard Allison yell yes. Just you. I can hear. It's the wrong hear, but that's alright. Okay, great. Was supposed to go to the gym with my personal trainer, but ended up being late, so now I'm here. Well, welcome, Sariza. You showed up just in time for me to end stream. Congratulations on being the last one to join. It'll be 2029, and we'll get the first As the Sky Falls smut made by Twiins, and it's Ram X Doc. I guess you all will just have to wait and see. That's the thing. I'm not particularly interested in shipping my characters. I just want to draw them being hot. It's Ram X the camera, you know? But not like in a oh, it's a your POV kind of way. It's just in a Ram pose. I am working. I'm working. If you're on my Patreon, yeah, Patreon, you've been seeing the updates with Grim Magic. I'm probably not gonna have much of an update this month because I've been very busy working on a huge video project, so, you know, but instead, so, you know, okay, but that means you get updates on Grim Magic currently. I am working digitally on the next Grim Magic chapter, which is exciting, but I am also, I've finished the sketching for the next As the Sky Falls, chapter. I'm gonna do the next one as well. As the Sky Falls updates in chapter kind of chunks. It's not just one chapter at a time, is how I'd like to do it. So, video that's rare these days. Yeah, it's because I wanted to focus on doing the comics that I care about and streaming that I care about. I do my best. I've always got videos in the works. I juggle a lot of things. And that's something I hope my managers do understand, is that it's like, I come home from work, and then I work. Come home from the back rooms, and I start working on my videos and my comics and my streams and such. So, yeah. Working on everything though. It's all going great. I know it's slow going, but if I had all day, every day, to work on my comics, it would still be slow because it hurts my back. Oh my gosh, Hot Mutt Bud, paying for the new Kuwabara figure. Everyone, a round of applause for Hot Mutt Bud, my #1 subber, I must say. Congratulations to all you who just got a sub. Way to go. Everyone say thank you, Hot Mutt Butt. Don't you go to those back rooms. There's something in there waiting to get your knees. My knees already got. I ain't got no knees. That's why there's so many of those in the jar. I was like, man, the jar's like all subs. I wonder how that happened. It's cause of Hot Mutt Butt. Get that get that Kuraburapalooza figure. I will get the Kuraburapalooza figure. If you insist. Thank you, you're all swell. It's rainy, I need to close my window and help Allison with dinner. But I'll see you all tomorrow. I'll see you all tomorrow. Boy howdy. I hope I start stream and I do not have a rant about the people who have to come do some cleaning bullshit with the apartment. So you know, if here's hoping, fingers crossed that I start stream tomorrow and I go, guys, all the cleaning bullshit went fine. And if that is not how I start stream tomorrow, then we got issues. Okay, adios. I'm cold. Bye.